beautiful friends, welcome back. Today, as promised, we're going to learn how to hang this wall gallery in my office. Now, before we do that, I wanted to clear up any confusion from last week. I apologize. Sometimes when you record YouTube, you don't realize how long you're talking and recording. So last week, if you missed it, we learned how to hang wall draperies. We learned how to hang a wall shelf. We learned how to hang wall hooks. And today, what we didn't do last week that I said we were going to, so I apologize, was learn how to hang a wall sconce. And that is a spoiler alert for all of my Free Spirit Bundle Elite subscribers. For those friends that are new here, my name is Victoria, and I actually have a home decor subscription box, as well as I am an interior designer full-time with my husband. He is an amazing carpenter. He's gonna teach you the proper ways to hang things, and like I said, super informative video that we posted last week. Today, we're continuing our journey of hanging. So we're going to do a wall gallery, and we're also going to spoil something that's coming in 2024 to our Elite box, and I'm going to teach you how to hang that piece. I also wanted to tell you, I think I'm wearing 3 different outfits in this video today because it was literally 3 different days of recording. Hopefully that won't be distracting, but have you ever watched a movie and you're like, wait a minute, that's the same scene and their hairs went from curly to straight, or I don't know. So anyway, it seems silly, but I just feel better about communicating. I hope you are inspired today. I'm so happy that you're here. We can't do this channel without you guys, so please consider hitting that subscribe button if you like what you see. We're super eclectic here at Free Spirit. Again, my name is Victoria, my husband is Scott, and we are going to hang this wall gallery today. We're also going to go back and hang the wall sconce with you. So let's do it. Let's hang the wall gallery, sweet friends. I'm going to attempt to include all of these pictures. I think there's 13 or 14 total. We will see how that works out. But first things first, I'm gonna measure the space that I have on the wall. Then I'm going to use the floor to create the gallery and bring Scott one photo at a time. Your tools for the wall gallery are very similar to what we've already been using. We need a tape measure. You'll need a level, probably a quarter level. And we're hoping to do this with hammer and nails because none of these photos are so heavy that they couldn't just be hung. And maybe we'll get lucky because those are already anchors. This was a client's home, let me clarify. I would never just take their things off the wall and hang something new. We would patch their holes, we would sand, we would repaint. For ourselves, sometimes we cut corners, if we're honest. So today I'm hoping that all those tiny little pinholes from my plate wall won't offend me. But any ones that are showing, I will go back through and we will fill in the holes and paint them so that it's a beautiful finished look. But I'm just being a little bit lazy. Yes, we're not going to show you that on this video. Today is all about hanging, and I hope that you're inspired and you realize what an impact it makes when you hang things on your wall. It really gives you that finished, cozy look in your home. So I'm super excited about this. Now, I don't want to go behind the computer screen, and I don't want to go as tall as that. So yes, he knows me. So you see, he's going to the side, because it is a curved arch, we have to consider the fact that we have sides that are lower. I'm going to say that I have 43 inches. 43 inches, you can see the tape. That's going to be my window to be able to hang artwork in. 43 by 96 inches.
43 by 96.
So I'm going to go find a place in my house where there's 43 by 96 inches. 96 this way. All right, you guys, so you can see we measured across. The 96 inches goes this way. So that's my wall. That's the window of space that I have to put my gallery on the floor before I hang it on the wall. And then Scott gave me that little book. Up to the tape measure is my 44. So I hope that makes sense. This is the space that I have to figure out the wall gallery.
And if you're more comfortable with it, you can use painter's tape on a hard surface and put the actual corners and the squares, the actual rectangle you want to work with it.
When I look at this space on the floor and look at all the pictures that I have, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have enough room to hang all of them. So I'm going to go through the photos real quick and pick some of my favorites. You have to also consider, if you're doing an eclectic gallery, you need it to make sense. For example, I have wood color, I have black, and I have gold. So I really need to make sure that's balanced. For example, I'm thinking at least 3 black, at least 3 gold, at least 3 wood, 3, 6, 9. So maybe I start that way with my top favorite 9 photos. And if we can squeeze in 2 more, awesome. I really have a feeling not all of them are gonna do it. This to me is a little bit masculine, could totally work in the boys' bathroom, so I'm gonna put that one aside for now. This is I love this one.
And when you talk about it being an eclectic collection,
Yeah.
you want to look at different sizes as well, because if it wasn't,
Yes.
if they weren't different sizes, it wouldn't really be eclectic. We would need to line everything up perfectly.
And also consider vertical versus horizontal, right? Eclectic, you can see like this is more of a modern piece and this is more of a traditional, but all of these are the same color wood. So that's why I'm kind of gathering that way. I love that this brings in color and dog hair. These were sitting on our floor today, well, for several weeks actually, before we got around to doing this. And Tandy and I use this space for Free Spirit Designs for work. So it'll be nice to like, you know, daydream when I'm not focused. I do love the clouds. This reminds me of Lake Lore. Guys, I love all of it. Uh-oh. I only eliminated 2, so let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna start with my biggest pieces first, and remember to take a picture of your gallery. That's really gonna show you if you like the way it is. These have simple alligator clips. Something else I need to consider is the fact that the lamp is here. So you remember we went pretty far over, so I'm gonna need to hang, I feel like we need a larger picture there because we have the space, but we want to enjoy the whole thing. So we'll start with that one right here on this side. This is ready to go there. Ready.
All right, now that we went ahead and we made sure that our gallery was going to fit within our wall space that we were concerned about, or that we wanted to fit within, we're going to measure it to find the center of it. All right, right now we're looking at, we have 68 inches. So half of 68 is going to be 34. So 34 inches is going to be our center. So now we're going to find the center of this wall.
121 3/4.
Okay, so 122, we'll call it 122. What's half of 122?
I don't know.
61.
You need to mark
Okay.
it. Sure, Tandy has a pencil in here.
61.
Here's a pen.
Okay, now height-wise, we're gonna do the same thing. Where's our height? Height-wise, we want it to be...
Like 44-ish. 44, half of that is 22, I do know that. Kitty, are you watching Daddy hang the gallery?
So here's our center here. We're at 39. So half of 39 is gonna be what?
19 and a half.
There you go.
Hey, look at me with my math smartness.
There we go. That should be our 39.
Everything's marked.
Yep.
Ready to hang.
So here's our center. That's going to make sure our gallery falls within the center of the space that we're trying to work with. Now we're going to pick the one that's closest to center.
Okay.
We're trying to get it in the center. You start in the center and build out. So the middle here was 19 and a half. 19 and a half is here. Measure from the top down, 19 and a half. We're going to go down 6 inches. Okay. So 6 inches down from center. Here's our center. Here's our 6 inch. We want to be right on the edge. The edge was right on center, right?
Yes.
So we're going to go up 6 inches here. This is going to be our line. Now we're going to do like we've done so many times before. We're going to get that small level. I flipped the photo around, the frame around, so that I can see where my alligator clips are, okay? And I know that they are about 3/8 inch below the top of the frame. And I know that the side of my frame lined up with center. So I'm going to come here, line the side of my frame up with center. I'm going to put a little mark right here, center my gator clip. I'm going to put a little mark here, center my gator clip.
That's going to make it really easy for
That's
the hardware.
going to make it easy to put the nails in the wall.
Yay. Again, alligator clips are awesome because they are a little bit forgiving that you can kind of move them right and left.
So now I'm going to go down slightly below.
Where he just placed the 2 marks for the alligator clip. And remember,
Slightly
your
below
bubble
the mark for the top of the frame.
has to be in the middle.
Now I'm going to go ahead and level it. We're going to go ahead and get 2 nails. Small white ribbed shank nails. Put them on a slight incline. Right at our T.
Then the true test comes when you hang the photo. Is it level?
Perfectly in the middle of our bubble.
Money, honey. As you continue to hang, you do it the same way. You're gonna just see that we're gonna measure. We already have the photo of the gallery, so we're gonna slowly work our way left and right and up and down. These both only have one alligator, so you'll go vertical now with your level, and we're gonna do this.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to use our level, the side of our level is our spacer. We know that that's level, so we're going to go ahead and put our level here to space out this frame. That's going to give us a nice straight gap. We're going to go ahead and put our finger behind the gator clip in the center, and we're going to go ahead and the frame down, mark the wall right here. The reason we do that with our hand is because when you have a single gator clip on the back of your frame, where it sits, fastener on the wall rests inside this gator clip is going to determine the way it hangs on the wall. So if you have it all the way over on one side, gravity is not going to allow it to hang straight. So you want to try and get your fastener in the center of the gator clip. Now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out the height of this frame.
I like it.
Right there? Okay.
That's perfect.
There's our height right there.
But now we need to make sure they're perfectly center of above and below each other. The good news again, the alligator clips are super forgiving.
And we'll just take this one off the wall. Now we already have a mark here, so we'll do a mark right here. That's our new mark. So that this one and this one are directly in line with one another. Now we can go ahead and get rid of that other unnecessary mark. Any unnecessary marks on the wall around us. Hang our first image.
I love those little guys.
Now we'll hang our second image, and we look pretty darn good.
So I wanted to show you guys with this one, it doesn't have any hardware. You can always attach hardware, but I feel like with something that's so lightweight, the easier thing, literally put command strips. I've already put them on. I'm gonna peel this off. Scott will be able to level it and just literally stick it to the wall. But yeah, I feel good about that. Next, let's keep working our way to the right. Another single alligator, so we just need a single nail. I want it right there.
Single gator
it's
clip.
actually different than my photo, and it's okay as you build. Like, I don't think I would like this, so I want to tuck it in a little
So you're
closer.
tightening it up because of the piano?
Yes. Okay, you guys, even though you do it on the floor and you take a photo, it doesn't always work out exactly as planned, and I'm so happy that it didn't because I got to use more pictures. You were able to use one on the bottom, and I'm going to be able to use this fun boat on the left side. So I only didn't get to use one photo, which was the picture of the windmill, which I'm not like that sad about. If you love the windmill, it'll be available in Build Your Own Bundle. Yay, so pretty. We're closing in. That's going to show you what happens when you hit steel. He's actually making a hole in whatever it is that he's hitting so that the nail will be able to go in.
So once I lived with my wall gallery for a day, I realized there were two spaces that I really felt like were not complete. So I grabbed something else from around my house, these beautiful metal wall art pieces that I made out of old tile tins for a ceiling, and I love that I was able to bring life to the wall by hanging them. I really feel like it's complete now. So just try and try again. Take a picture, make sure you love it, and sometimes it does take living with something before you realize something is missing.
Okay friends, before we hang the next thing, there is a nail here that I need to remove. In case you don't know how to remove a nail, you're going to simply place the hammer and pull, and that's it. We will do another video for you guys on how to do wall repairs, but today we're just learning how to hang things. So here's a spoiler alert for those Free Spirit Bundle Elite family members. Something that's coming is about to get hung in my room. This beautiful metal wall sconce that will hold a candle. Now, I'm not going to spoil everything. I'm using one. Well, I'll just spoil it. You're getting a set of two. But I love to divide things up. I'm not like a type A where you have to have symmetry. However, I know a lot of you are, and I think there's something so beautiful about that. So these will look amazing flanking a mirror, a picture. I'm choosing to hang one on this small wall in our bedroom, and lighting a candle in a bedroom, so romantic. So we're gonna hang this guy. You can see there are 2 small holes. You know that you're going to need 2 anchors, 2 screws, the level, pencil, all the same supplies, the same tools we've been using. One thing that's really important when you're considering hanging something with a candle in it, you need to have the candle because the height is gonna change that. Obviously the candle's gonna burn down and get shorter, but I'm gonna have Scott hold this and then he's just gonna mark it with the awl. This little guy is making me not be center, so I'm just going to use my eyes and not necessarily a tape measure to measure the middle of the wall. But again, if you're that person that's like, it has to be dead center, I don't trust my eyes, by all means, just use a tape measure, measure the wall, mark your center. Just gonna use our eyes. Let me step back and see. Kind of perfect there. But I want it to come a hair to the right. Yes. So while Scott's holding that, I'm gonna take my awl and mark it. Again, if you don't trust your eyes, the level. So Scott didn't trust me, and it's a good thing because look at my holes. This is why you use the level. So even though I thought my eyes were dead on, they are off just barely, which means we need to lower.
Get the awl. See, this one here is there. We'll mark that. We'll bring that back up. Make sure it's level right there. And we're gonna come over here. Put this right here and do the same exact thing. Something to be concerned about too is when you're putting in anchors that are close together like this, like if you're putting in a bracket to hold up a towel bar or a toilet paper holder or something that's this close together, you don't want to use the larger anchors. You want to go with the smaller size anchors.
Okay, our anchors are in, and now we're going to put our screws in. You want to make sure they fit in the holes. You can always use a black Sharpie or paint or just buy black screws, but we didn't have any. So in order to hide that, we can just use a marker. I would encourage you, the slower you go, the better in my opinion. Like Scott's super fast and does it so good. But in order to not make another hole in your wall, I just go nice and slow. And I'm not gonna tighten it all the way tight because I wanna make sure that my other screw can be directly in the center of that hole. So if you go too tight, it's not gonna work out. Okay, we have it in the hole and now you need to go slowly. This time you can tighten it all the way. And then you're gonna go back to your other one that you kept loose, tightened all the way. Then we add finishing beautiful candle. Honey, we're gonna have a romantic night. You guys love it? I love it. I'm so excited about this beautiful piece. Thank you, friends, for being here. I hope you were so inspired. Maybe you're gonna rearrange some artwork or hang photo gallery of your family. I hope this was super helpful. And I hope my subscribers loved the spoiler. As you can see, even though I thought it was complete on the floor today, I realized it wasn't. It was really missing those 2 metal pieces. And I love that I got to bring life to the wall as well. So even as a professional, sometimes I just try and try again and try again. You too, just try and try again until you love it. If you have to fill a few extra holes, who cares? Because the important thing is that you love it. Remember that hanging things on your walls really gives you a finished, homey feel. So be encouraged, have what it takes. Today, we just used a hammer and nail. We did use the drill and the anchors for the wall sconce. And if you're not sure how to use all of that, truly, Scott talks you through every step of the way. We'll make sure we link that video if you missed how to hang all the other things on your walls. I hope it was helpful. I would love to have you in the Free Spirit family. If you are not already a subscriber, you can definitely check out other videos as well. You can see what the Free Spirit bundle is all about. If you need beautiful home furnishings for your house, we have you covered at Free Spirit Marketplace. So we'll be sure to link Free Spirit Bundle, Free Spirit Marketplace, and come back next week because I will be spoiling the May Elite and Petite. It's not really a spoiler because all of my subscribers will have received their boxes by then, but if you are not yet a subscriber, you will get to see kind of an expectation of what you would receive, what you will receive in the May box if you choose to join the Free Spirit family. We have a little bit of room left for subscribers. It's such a fun community. And like I said, in that community, women will post pictures of their space. Hey, Victoria, how would you rearrange this furniture? Hey, Victoria, I need a rug for here. I need some draperies. And we give feedback. Other women chime in too. There are a lot of creative women in there. It's so much fun and we would love to have you. So I think that's all. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I can't wait to unbox with you next week. So hit subscribe if you have not already done that and the bell so you can be reminded when the video posts. You guys are awesome. We can't do this channel without you, so thank you for the love. Bye, guys. Honey, guys, we're so tired. You're too heavy, honey. Okay, so this is the wall that we're gonna hang a wall gallery with you on.